All right. So you covered a fair bit of ground last time around. You started off with a short rest at the edge of the fire that you had set and then helped put out. Um, and after your interactions with the fire marshals, you headed Team Chaos and Kitty B. Plus Kitty B headed off to the north. You followed Captain Arissa, I think her name was. I didn't write that in the recap direction. She's in my notes. She's got her own little section and a picture, so I can look her up. And there was quite a few questions you guys were asking. You picked apart sort of the situation. Kitty had a lot of questions and some information that she released a bit in those discussions about her abduction. So you headed off that way. You came to the point where Kitty remembered being actually abducted as she was just about to get to the, essentially turn the corner to sight the city itself. But you got there, and when you got there, there was a really clear delineation of where the jungle ended and the urban started, and you crossed that bridge, heading up to the big ornate gates. You made some decisions on who was, I don't know whether you followed it or not, but made some decisions on who was going to say what, and were paying attention to what was happening with the queue of people looking to enter in to the city. You had a bit of a chat with the two guards who were on duty, essentially taking down notes and information. When you were honest with them and admitted you had no idea where you were going to be staying, no real plan of action other than you were here now. And they suggested you head as newcomers, you head to the One-Eyed Narwhal, which is where you went. You met Fitz, the proprietor, and with some initial suspicions. And sorry,
he had the magic glasses, didn't he? Like, here, give us a drink of that. Where did that come from?
Yeah, he did. He had the meal. He was doing the pause all himself, but when the meals and food and stuff was ready, it was like a Hogwarts magic trick where whatever was happening with the food orders then apparated through the bar, where you got your food from. He was very hands on with the drinks. There was an initial quite a bit of questioning and insight checks and sussing out, just whether he was on the level or not. And you guys made some freaking high dice rolls. I think Kitty was at the lead of that, and essentially gathered that he was a cheeky bastard, one-eyed, one-legged. Actually, I can't remember if he was one-eyed or not, but one-legged pirate-looking guy in the middle of this city where there's no water. And the strangely named pub, but he was just essentially a cheeky bastard, but seemed very much on the level, very genuine, and you sort of developed a further understanding of that when in the midst of your drinking and eating and talking and organizing rooms and trying out different flavors of things, and Kitty was tossing up between lemon and lime and ended up with what was left of both of the drinks that she was knocking back seemingly without any issue at all, with massive constitution saves. There was a huge big female half orc came in, who and turned out was by the name of Gum Gum, and she was covered in blood. She was distraught, and in the kind of ensuring breakdown that she had, and then composing itself. And I think you sort of piece together, and with Fitz's help, and he obviously cared genuinely for her and was very much concerned about what she was talking about, concerned about her as a person. And it turned out that she was also, it was her place of residence as well at the Narwhal. But as she kind of composed herself and took you guys in and questioned you a bit and got to know you a little, she sort of told you her story a bit and was showing you that, and telling you she's a registered sex worker in the city. It's like a proud occupation. She wasn't in any way hesitant about it. She was, if anything, really forthright and positive about what she did, and showed her identification band that had a number on it, of her registration number for that trade. But what had led to where she walked in such a disheveled state was that she just found what turned out to be another dead colleague, another dead sex worker, who she mentioned to you guys that was at least the sixth, or sorry, not at least the 20th or more of these victims that had that she had found or that she was aware of. They were all female. They were all humanoid of some kind, and the bodies that she found showed extreme violence, extreme trauma, including crushed skulls and smashed bodies and blood and guts and meat pulp, not in a good state, making identification really difficult, except for when they could recover the registration markings to obviously know who those people were. She'd apparently frustratedly, repeatedly tried to report that to the authorities of the mayor's office. She received little or no assistance and was kind of at her wit's end, especially having found another one before she met you guys. You asked a whole heap of questions, and Kitty had 20 questions with Gum Gum about like possible causes of injuries, patterns amongst the victims. She wasn't able to provide you with a whole lot of info, but whatever she has provided will be in your notes. Like you've got Kitty here, I think. But I do know that Racer was also has been a secret note taker that she lifted the lid on that little secret couple of sessions back. So she's was interested in the conversation that Kitty had with her about that. Kitty was basically saying someone in the mayor's office apparently knows her. Not that Gum Gum quite, I think, picked up on the nuances of what that meant and then the situation Kitty had found herself in recently. But Gum Gum asked that if you could essentially could raise the issue on her behalf if you did get an audience in the office or with the mayor. You guys were really, really nice with that whole situation and genuinely curious, which was lovely of you. She headed off. She basically bid good night to you guys, asked Fitz to pass on your messages, and she left and invited you guys to, if you needed any more info or she could help in any way, or if you felt you could update her or you had anything to report back, that she'd love to hear from you. And basically going through eating, drinking, both alcoholic and copious amounts of caffeine, especially Focchionis, you decided to rent a premium room for Fitz, which I believe you took out for a 3-night initial stay. Someone paid 15 gold a night for that. And who was it? Kitty, were you the one who paid? I'm pretty sure you were.
Hello, no sound.
Hey, Laura, can't hear you.
Sorry. I certainly paid for something. I kept giving more money and told to stop.
I'm pretty sure you did, because you also got, when you were pushing the money across, you also got the leftover lemon and lime liqueur mixes of Fitz's that you enjoyed. You took those remainders with you as well. So you would have received and will have on you, as part of heading up to the room, this really big, heavy, ornate key on a leather neck strap for ease of carrying. So the other notes that I had here of how people went up the stairs was that Fock left with coffee in one hand and his ale in the other. Kitty still had her bottles, the key, and her open bottles of whatever the lemon and lime stuff was at this point. Really doesn't matter what it was called. It has been a very welcome relief from the stresses of the days previous. Alia still waving around the spare arm that has become almost an extra character in the play. And Zach had still coming along, still pristine, even amongst you guys, mostly aside from Kitty. She are the cleanest members of this party, because everyone else is covered in like blood and soot. And, like, you guys have all got various versions almost of what Alia has as a raccoon around her eyes, with all of the black and soot and just general crap that you coated in. So when you get to that door, it is a big, heavy, ornate, obviously high quality door. The lock is it just looks solid. Like if safety was built into a mechanism, that's what this thing looks like. Zach, you can tell that there's clearly some magical elements to it. The rest of you guys can tell that it's obviously it is a solid, damn physical lock as well. So you're at this door. Kitty's got the key. are you heading into your premium room that apparently sleeps 5?
I'm gonna sniff that door first.
Sniff the door. Give a perception check. I actually
Hang on, I'm
know
doing
what
something else at the same time.
I do actually have what the smells is too, depending on your.
No,
No,
You knew.
And she's like, I lick it.
Lick it good.
Where is it there?
Yeah, and you get advantage because you did smell, so you get advantage on that one as well.
Oh, okay, hang on. I have to roll again then. Better of the two. Get out of my way. Oh, well, ended up with the exact same anyway.
And that was
6.
6. Look, you don't have any particular smells other than a bit of like, it's obviously a wooden door of some kind. There's a little bit of a metallic smell, but surprisingly doesn't seem to be much in the way of oil or anything like else that you can detect. But no, it seems like a pretty solid, well-made door. You can't. It must even almost be like smell proof, as well as being safe, because you can't smell much coming from the other side. With a 6, it smells great. Anyone else want to do anything while you're at the threshold of the door?
just to be clear, we have a key for said door, though. Yes.
Kitty does. Kitty's got a key on a leather
Yes.
neck strap.
Alright. Wait patiently for a kitty, I guess.
So Kitty looks around and goes, "Are you done?" Yeah.
I'm gonna look Kitty dead in the eyes and lick the door.
A side eye lick.
Fine. Kitty gives Alia the most empty bottle of the two that she has.
That would be the lemon one.
There you
The
go.
lemon liqueur.
Kitty
of some
hands
kind.
Alia the limoncello.
And Alia, you
I-
just had this pleasant sensation. I'm just going to use your previous perception roll of like it's a really well made timber. There's no splinters in your tongue. You could feel it's just shy of being a perfectly smooth surface. It hasn't quite been sanded completely smooth with whatever's been lacquered over the top of it, but it's pretty close.
Delicious.
Do you have a beaver cousin or something?
Maybe.
So yeah,
Alright, I'm
Kitty
done.
gives Alia the lemon flavored liqueur bottle because Kitty does actually need both hands to hold one bottle and use the key to open the door, and unlocks the door.
So as you do it, like you hear this thunk 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 thunk, and all of you can see like there's just a brief little blue glow around the locking mechanism as that key is in and turned, and the door just soundlessly swings open. Like however it's hinged is just silent. There is you have paid a premium and received a premium room, so it is just quietly swings open. And if you are able to look at the stream, I'll show you what your room looks like.
Mm.
I just need to figure out how to.
Oh,
I'll just
very
have to
nice.
move it a
Holy
little
heck.
bit
Oh,
as
there's a
we
bomb.
go through. So, as you guys like, it's not a perfect rendition, so there will be a little bit of extra flavor to what you've got there. But essentially, as you come in, this is like a height of luxury. And I also need to put one more thing available to you because there's a little bit in here. So, when you open it, it's in such contrast to like the One-Eyed Narwhal was clean, it was tidy, but it was sort of a cobbled together. You know, there was all different types of tables and chairs, and it was sort of seemed like it's just whatever would fit and work was available, or picked up on the side of the road, or grabbed from a yard sale. It was just cobbled together. But this room is just. It looks like feels like you've stepped into through that doorway and into almost another palatial world. The room itself occupies nearly half of that upper floor where the few rooms were located. It's much bigger than the amount of space that the Gum Gum's basic room would have occupied. It's a high ceiling. It's almost it's ribbed in what looks like whalebone or whale rib cartilage or carcass. It's this big domed ceiling, and whether that's real or ornate, you can't really tell with what you've just walked in and looking at and taking it in. There's a huge bed dominating one side of the room that looks like it could probably fit all of you in it. And it's laid in like this most soft and downy throw over the top. It looks incredibly comfortable and palatial with pillows and almost everything that you can need in a warm, comfortable snuggling spot is there. It's got not a bed frame like with the 4 posts or anything like that, but it's got like these curtains around it that you can see in the image. It's got like a sitting area at the end where you could possibly sit to remove your boots or just lay down if it's almost big enough for one of you to lay on as well. In there as well, there's a sauna that you can see that's gently steamed up and clearly has some coals and water steaming up that space. There's a plunge pool that you can see just a slight steam coming up over the top of it, indicating that there is some warm water in there. There is a blue and a red crystal embedded into the side of that, really large, so you can't miss them. And there's currently a smell of salt and pine coming off that pool. There's lounges with tables. There's the sitting areas have got food laid out on them. There's candles that are already lit. However they manage that before you got up the stairs is beyond you just at the moment. In the sauna, I'm sorry, I missed the last little bit. You can see an indication that Zach just passively, that it looks like the glow itself appears to be at least partially magical in nature, that is managing that sauna. There, we've done the plunge pool, covered those. I've lost my spot. There, the heavy curtains that you see initially around the bed, in anywhere that there's an exposed part of the wall, there's some version of those curtains covering that space. And I'll give you one last thing passively, Zach, just from the magical background, is that there appears to be some sort of like rune or sigil just faintly, really faintly glowing in that cloth. And at the moment, like aside from the very faint noise you can get from the door, if it is while it is still open until you decide to close it, there is no other sound coming through in this. It appears to be completely cut off from the outside world. And whenever you do decide to shut the door, the noise will vanish completely. And yeah, this is the room. Oh, and there's a drinks cabinet beside the bed as well that appears to have a whole range of different things in them. And there is a carefully folded something on the end of the bed. It looks like a potentially a form of clothing. You need to just have a look at that a little bit more. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
I think 'cause Kitty
Aaliyah
opened
is
the door.
Sorry, there was
Kitty's holding the door open for Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, Aaliyah's running straight into that plunge pool. That's it. She's gone. She's out.
With the bottle of liqueur.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No
Full
spills.
send.
Well, raccoons do like to be clean, so maybe you're washing the bottle before you drink out of it, like just like washing
the disappearing what is it? Cotton candy.
Yeah,
Yep.
this game has to give Ali a fairy floss before
Yeah.
the series ends. Whoops, I closed to the wrong tab. There we go. Sorry, take the map back. Yeah, it's a beautiful, like slightly above body temperature Alia, and it appears that there's enough minerals or salts in there that even though you dived in, you almost Red Sea, like you didn't sink through, you were able to keep the bottle and the arm balanced, and you were quite comfortably floating in that you're happy as.
Officially
else
a
is doing
pleasure.
I'm still
Right.
holding the door open.
Right, Cuteness is walking through the door, and he spies that bed, and he's literally, with his 2 drinks, just like in one motion, just put them both to his mouth to like scull them at once. And like you can see as he empties them, he like shakes his like mouth, like mixing them together, going, almost cafe espresso. Puts glass and jug down, walks over to bed, arms out, spread eagle, just face plants into the middle of the bed. So you're like, oh.
It is the most comfortable bed you have ever lain. Better than what you had at home. Better than anything that was tucked out the back for the security rotations at the cots at the club. It is just luxury personified.
Right, so
You
just
just
got,
sink in or
visions of
enveloped
this
by
massive
that.
green dude,
that
like, you know, nuzzling and struggling, like rolling over and finding a good comfy spot and then moving a pillow and then, you know, wrapping his leg and just trying to
The
find
rest
a
of you who are
good
watching
spot.
this are just watching like his joy, but you're also watching just soot and crusted blood and all of the rest of the just accumulated
Bones.
shit of what you guys have been through. Because all you had is one short rest since you were firefighting and fighting.
Oh yeah, firefight. I forgot that.
And it is just covering every part of the top of the bed that Fockianus is touching. Although he doesn't seem to have hit the whatever that thing was that's folded at the back corner because he at the bottom corner because he just flopped straight onto the bed itself. But you do
Aaliyah is
notice-
grabbing him by
he's
the
got a
ear
high
and
passive-
dragging him.
I think Alia does. Alia, from the pool, you notice that as he's flopping through there was like a piece of paper of some kind was sitting on top, folded neatly on top of that folded cloth at the end of the bed. It has sort of slipped down and hit the floor as Fockianus is rolling around.
Well,
You're
seeing
right.
as I'm going to drag him off the bed by his ears into the pool, I might as well check that out on my way there.
With your hands?
Oh, yeah.
She
Or the
just
corpse
washed them.
hand. Yeah. So at this point, Alia has got an arm in one hand and a liqueur bottle, last I checked, in the other. What's got to give? How are you managed to drag
The
him?
bottle's getting dropped.
Oh,
Is it empty now? Or-
Yeah, it was empty a while ago.
well, can you give me if you necked that? Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
We've been here for 26 seconds, approximately.
That,
And
oh,
now
there.
from the doorway, you're seeing the bed is just this disgusting mess.
That's 10.
A 10. You get over to the bed and you go to you pick up that note, and it is before you get to Fockianus, because you said you're going to do that on the way. It is blurry as fuck. It might say something, but it may as well be in like hieroglyphics for all the sense it makes to you at this point. You're on your way through to grab. Are you resisting this in any way, Fock, or are you just going to be dragged by the ear?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm going to complain.
Fuck will always do what Aaliyah tells him to do.
Not so much. Oh, no, don't use the bloody other hand you picked up.
The size discrepancy, because Fockianus would have to be like almost like being dragged by a toddler. Would have to be crawling on all fours to be dragged by Alia. That's beautiful. All right. So you've got the note. You've got Fockianus in the pool. You can
Note is going to Kitty.
I handed the note to Kitty at the door at the moment. As far as I'm aware,
Yep.
Kitty's still holding the door open.
The fuck?
I'll come back to Kitty with the note. Zach, are you going to come in
So
at this point?
I just find a clean spot on like the couch or something.
Oh, so not the bed.
No. I don't think-
As you're finding that spot,
Is there
Zach,
only one bed?
Yeah.
It's
So
big.
as you're finding that spot and having a look around, this doesn't require a perception roll because you're literally in this room for what you're looking at. There's only one bed. You're looking around for a bed and you notice like there's only one actual like huge bed, but there are a number of different like duvets and futon-y and like spaces where people can comfortably sleep. But there is just this one huge bed for anyone who is looking for the true bed in the room. But there are a lot of other sleeping options available. It is bigger than what that image does justice for. You are in a huge, huge room. What you do notice is that as you're sort of sussing out, finding a clean spot to sit, the bed itself, the indent of Foccionus just slowly, silently lifts up, and the mess that was on top of it just fades.
Ooh, magic bed. Has
You've
anyone else
established
noticed
there's
this,
no other
or
actual bed, and it
or
has
just that?
cleaned itself. It took about 30 seconds to a minute while you were looking around for it to do that.
What?
You looked, it was dirty as all shit. You finished sussing out the room for a bed, and it's clean again.
Kitty is suspicious.
Yeah. If
Um,
we lie on it for 30 seconds, do we disappear?
Oh,
did we rent the orgy room? Looking at all of the different positions and levels of bedding and curtains and self-cleaning features, Kitty's thinking, I love it, but I don't know if I want to touch it.
While you're making that thought, did you read the note that Alia handed you as you were going, what the fuck, and letting Zach in?
Not yet. I'm still holding the door open.
So I have a bed just like this at home. Like I go to work, and when I come back, bed's always made. It's like, and sometimes I like really mess it up too. Like it's
You
just,
try really
it's like
hard
magic. Yeah,
just to see what
I
happens.
test it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's magic. Like
I hope your wife's watching this feed, as in Zach and his wife. There is also a toilet in the room as well, so you do have internal toilet facilities.
that better be a cover
As
on
all
that.
of you are aware, the toilet is a space where you are not monitored, recorded,
Oh, that's
etc.
right. Special messages.
So I guess
All right.
Kitty enters the room and closes the door and looks at the note.
All right. So the note itself says, in what you can only imagine is Fitz's handwriting, if you're reading this, you paid too much for the room. Take whatever you need. And there was actually, like, you were sitting on top of the clothing, whatever that clothing item is at the end of the bed, and it looks like there's sort of like an arrow pointing down, which I'll give you that you're intelligent enough to figure this out, Kitty, that it looks like the arrow was pointing to like what was underneath the note and also pointing to the drinks cabinet beside the softly glowing drinks cabinet beside the bed. Or what appears to be drinks cabinet from a glance.
Fantastic. I don't read that out loud, by the way. I just tuck it. I open a new page, tuck it neatly into the new page, and make sure that my book closes firmly on it to press it smooth and flat. Tuck my book back away and trundle off to the pile of fabric at the end of the now clean bed.
All right. Before Kitty gets to there, is anyone else doing anything at the
Yeah,
moment? We've got
I'm
Fox
just
now.
floating.
Yeah, Fox now floating, and you can see like him playing with the empty bottle as if it was some sort of bath toy, and he's like swallowing water and spitting it up in the air like it's a fountain, like and he's like holding water in his hand and going like, "Oh, Leah, look," and then squirting her in the face with water. Classic bath time stuff.
Perfect.
There better be a hairdryer somewhere.
Wait, where's the mascot again? Just like that.
You'll have to have a look around. All right. Zach, is Zach doing anything other than like just chatting to the group about how the bed's not really that special because he had one of his own at home already?
Yeah, just to play it safe, he'll find a place on the couch to sort of, and have a rest, I suppose.
Yeah. All right. So, Kitty, you were going over to the cloth. Yep. So when you pick it up, it's essentially, if you're taking this, it's really finely made. It looks like it could definitely, if not stop an impact or a blade or an arrow, it'd certainly go a long way towards at least minimizing its impact. It looks exceptionally high quality, and I'll just give you that unless you're going to investigate it a bit further.
I would like to investigate it a bit further.
All right. Give it a this one. Do an investigation check on as you check out the cloak.
God damn it!
It's what you're doing.
God damn.
What'd you roll?
Straight 10.
Okay. Oh, with the 10, I'll give you that. You've seen other people wearing similar versions of this, and it definitely seems to have some like protective qualities. It does require attunement, so you will be able to attune it, but with a 10, you don't know what it is. I can't remember where Zach went with identifying things.
Does it just look like a piece of fabric to me? Just
a
fancy piece of fabric?
No. With a 10, I'll give you that you have seen other crawlers wearing this type of item, and in your like moving your own way through this journey, you're really confident that you're not exactly sure what it is, but that it is helpful to keep you safe. Like people wear it as you've seen various versions of them where it seems to have properties of stopping or minimizing damage that they receive.
Like a cloak or a tunic or a...
It's a cloak. It's a cloak. So
okay.
It's long, like it's got a hood to it. It's shoulder to ankle. Just a dark, not quite black, but like a dark midnight blue. It's finely made, but it's not glamorous in any way. It's high quality, but certainly seems to be functional over form.
Can I pick it up and I pick it up and show it to the room and say, can someone else have a look at this? Because it feels too fancy to be here, but it's definitely not my color.
Not your color.
Look at me. Do I look blue? Remembering,
I guess not.
I have bright red hair and all red and tiny horns. Would anyone like to have a look?
Have a look, yeah.
All right, Zach, what do you want to do with it? Keeping in mind, you are all aware from your travels in this dungeon, like what you did with the short rest when you identified, I think it was the feather. You will be able to get the details of this with time.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to remember if Zach had something specific to do with
I
don't remember.
I have identify as a ritual. It'll take like 10 minutes. But
You be asleep by then?
Concentrate.
No napping.
Sure. Let's find out what this is. I'll do. Yeah, I'll open my wizard book or the book and identify it as a ritual.
All right, so he's going to be at that for 10 minutes. Is anyone checking out anything? And we can either skip forward to what he finds out, or is anyone checking out anything else?
Are we aware that he's conducting this checkout process?
Yeah, what does that look at?
Yeah, floating around the bar.
Yeah, really.
What are you
what
doing?
Does it look like?
Do you let
Describe
people
it
know,
to
or
me.
do you just start hugging
song.
them, like randomly? What are you doing?
In song.
Sorry.
I need
the cloak in the on the floor and open my book and read some words and I lick it.
So what the
That's-
group
Hey, that's
is
my
really well.
thing.
if I've got this right, is it essentially
Oh,
looks
sorry,
like
that's Ali's thing. I smell it.
is giving last rites to this.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
cult.
Did you say it was
it
like-
looks sort of like last
He's-
rites. Yeah,
He looks like it looks at his book and mumbles.
Did you say it was like a
Mm.
velvety texture too?
A soft. It can be velvety if you want it to be.
I'm
a-
just
a soft
imagining
texture to
licking
the
velvet.
material. Why not? It can be velvet now. You brought it up.
Yeah, that's why I was questioning it. I'm like, that was a choice.
Oh, the things we do
Oh?
to identify stuff, is important.
Mhm.
So it'll now be a velvet cloak of its function.
With a damp spot somewhere on it, where the velvet's just like pushed the wrong way and will forever be crispy in that one spot.
From the splashing footprints of Alia walking across to Phocyonis, where Zach's just laid the cloak on the
And
floor.
one-
So it's now
Of
got like
course.
raccoon paw prints across its forever
And one
imprinted.
tongue swipe.
All right. Is anyone are you checking out anything else while Zach's just without saying anything to anyone is going, y'all have a look, and he just laid it down on the floor and started mumbling to himself in his book.
I'm in the drinks fridge.
All right. So in the drinks fridge, you find a whole bunch of different stuff. All of these items are actually on Foundry now. The ones that you are yet to identify, I'll just speed up this a little bit because you do have someone who can identify stuff, and you will also know at the end of your long rest what these are. I really shouldn't look at what Dante's doing when I'm trying to do exposition.
Is that not the 10-minute like procedure?
So while Zachary's off doing that, Kitty, you're just pulling things out of this cabinet. He's got like a soft glow to it, whatever again, it's like there's like smaller versions of the crystals that are embedded into the side of the water where Alia, the plunge pool where Alia and Phocyonis are, but they're just very, very carefully laid out, almost like tiling, where there's no gaps to them. It's just got a soft blue glow, and that fridge is really cool. Like, what a refrigerator used to be from the way things were before. And in there, you got a water jug. There's some bottles that appear to have beer in them. There's others that appear to have wine in them. There's 6 that are beer, like big beer bottles. There's 3 bottles that appear to be wine. There's a little like pouch of what you just open or inspect it. A little bit appears to be some sort of spices. There's red potion that you're very familiar with. You don't need to identify because you're aware of these from the time you spent in the dungeon. There's a potion of healing and a potion of vitality. There's a really finely made silk rope. It's identifiable on that because it's a rope and it's all wound up. Don't know why it's in the fridge, but it is. Just sort of hanging on a hook to one side. So it's a nice chill silk rope. And there is a whetstone, which is like, the old school sharpening tool. I'll give you, because just to...
Are we talking spice from like, as in mind in Kessel, or just, for cooking?
I'm
I'll
thinking
do
other
these.
kind of spice now.
What it is...
From Dune, where you get like time
Yeah,
powers and stuff.
yeah. That's fun.
What it is, and you can look up the items themselves. So the spice pouch file this for when the time has passed that you actually do know what it is, but it's called Heward's Handy Spice Pouch. It is an item, and it has some
Nice.
specific uses that you guys can have a look at on Foundry. But for those who can't see it, so it's a belt pouch. It's got 10 charges. While you're holding it, you can use an action to expend one of the charges. Speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, salt, pepper, etc. They give the example: salt, pepper, saffron, cilantro. remove a pinch of it from the pouch,
Butter jelly sandwich.
and you can season a single meal with it. And then it regains a set number of charges at dawn. So 1d6 plus 4 at dawn. So you've got essentially a limitless supply of just plain seasoning at this fancy establishment that you're staying at.
Oh yeah.
Can it do ketchup?
Sorry?
Ketchup?
Can it do ketchup?
It's if you can consider that a seasoning, I reckon if you try it at some point, let's see what comes out.
Beige mayonnaise.
Not Kathy. No.
The pre-stream conversation. The beers are they're just labeled with like a One-Eyed Narwhal label, generic sort of label. They appear from like cursory view of someone who's relatively familiar with alcohol. They seem like they're a fine, like high quality brew. Thank you, Ms. That's very nice of you. Welcome to the dojo. Kayla, you're official. You got your white
I exist.
Aren't you glad you got a Twitch account now? And then the wine, likewise, it's got that One-Eyed Narwhal, but you can see from the room that you're in, like everything is of an exceptional quality. So there's no reason to even think that this would be less than kind of the top shelf. And you've already experienced that, you know, what Fitz was serving you guys was really high quality from those of you who let it hit your mouth long enough to taste what you were guzzling. And then whoever's taking this stuff can just take note of it with your potion of healing. And you as a group haven't received a potion of vitality, so this is a bit new. But it lets you remove exhaustion, cures diseases and poison, and you also for the next 24 hours regain maximum number of hit points for when you use any hit die. So there's one of those as well, which is a bit of a special one. And there's nothing fancy about the others. Like literally, the whetstone is just for sharpening standard knives. It imparts no magical effects. And as you're finished inspecting there, and the water jug actually refills with chilled water. So it's sort of similar to the one that you guys have been carrying around since very early on in level 1. And I think Fokio is carrying it. You've got a jug that fills up with whatever liquid you tell it to, of up to 4 gallons, I'm pretty sure. This is just literally chilled water, so it just refills with a couple of liters of chilled water.
It was being breathed out of at one point. Is that correct?
Yes.
No.
That was the idea.
Yeah, no, that was a water skin. The idea, but it wasn't that particular receptacle. That was just literally throwing him a water skin, and he was.
I'm looking in my backpack. Looking in the backpack.
You definitely got it.
I feel like I do. Didn't we pick it up in like the cave? Maybe
it's like level 1. I was just using it as a reference.
I have a level 1 water skin. No,
that's
not it.
Bloody hoarders. But what this one does is essentially, Kitty, as you're investigating, you're like, oh, cold water, and pouring some in like the copious amounts of glassware that is in that cabinet. As soon as you fill it, and then put the jug down, just like when Thor's getting a beer off Doctor Strange, you put it down, it just goes, and it fills back up again immediately. For those who haven't seen the Marvel movies, it fills back up as soon as it's put down level with cold, chilled water again.
Kitty looks at it, puts her hand on it, and goes, I miss Enid Blyton. Which makes sense if you've read The Magic Faraway Tree. Thank you very much.
Oh dear, what a pull. And as you've gone through and like dug through all of this and pulled it all out, we'll circle back to what you do with all of those items. But in that intervening time frame, Zach, your ritual has finished, and you can identify that this is a velvet cloak of protection. That is further from having done the identify. It is active only with anyone in your group wearing it, but only while the room is rented. So once you're no longer renting a room at the One-Eyed Narwhal, that cloak of protection will just become a velvet cloak.
Still dope.
But it's blue.
And the cloak of protection gives you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you're wearing it. Whoever's wearing it.
So does
whoever's wearing it?
Does Zach make a
Whoever's wearing it,
you know
you gotta
like
wear
a
it.
does Zach make an announcement that we are now all aware of for those of us floating on our backs in the bath?
Yeah, Zach says, yes, this is a protection cloak, very nice velvet, and it's blue.
Fox's pretty impressed by this, and he like looks at Zach and he goes, "So Zach, you can like identify things when you do this magic spell?"
Yeah, that I
It's
get
blue.
like their color and the
Fox
texture.
rummages around his belly button and pulls out a big chunk of lint and goes, "Can you tell me what this is?"
Sure.
That one specific bacteria that's only found in Japan.
It's always
Again,
there. I take it out.
wild
The more
pull.
comes back. I
You
don't
know what I'm
understand.
talking about.
While that's going on, Aaliyah's gonna look at her hand, look at the water,
Which hand?
and use the hand, her decapitated hand, to flick water at Zach.
Well,
Because she's lazy like that.
Hold up the cloak, be like, it is
Zach
magic.
holds up
It
the
protected me.
you notice Alia and everybody else as well that across the back of the cloak are like distinct raccoon footprints, paw prints that have
They have
imprinted them.
thumbs too, don't they?
Yeah.
So they just
having-
look like handprints.
But they're tiny, tiny little skinny ones.
Yeah, but isn't there then also like along with those tiny little
Amazing.
skinny ones an unnatural single like bigger bony one off to the left?
Nah, because she just was dragging it along. So that's just like a smear.
Oh damn it!
But it appears that part of whatever the ritual was that Zach just completed, the water that Alia flicks up doesn't seem to mark the velvet in any kind of permanent way, but those paw prints are persisting.
Beautiful. Art.
Yeah,
And I don't
move
know
over
if-
Mona Lisa, am I right?
I'm still laughing at Zach going, see, look, it protected me. I think it got lost in the
No,
general
no.
hubbub. Crack me up.
It's magic, guys.
Oh, it was
And
so
it's
magical
blue.
in its role. And it's blue.
Look.
Yeah, that took me 10 minutes to work out. So
Is Zach colorblind too?
Maybe.
Is Zach my kindred soul?
But how did it taste? That's the real question.
it's hard to
Oh, dear.
describe. But yeah, you
Is it
should
salty
try it
or
and find
sweet?
out.
So,
Is
Kitty,
that Alia asking or Racer?
Both.
Yeah, Alia would get the information faster by just trying it herself.
Luckily.
Sure, have a taste.
Right up, Lee's gonna lick it.
look, when you lick it, you at the moment you've been in the water, in the salt, in the minerals, in the liquor. That cloak is a wonderful flavor of like a mix of pine nuts and lemon and liqueur, and it's amazing. They should like bottle this and make it into a drink.
I think she's swimming in it, to be
Okay.
fair.
I gotta stop looking at those memes.
So I think Alia is saying she wants this to snack on. Or...
Kitty has
Snack on
visions.
it. Jesus.
Kitty has visions of Alia sitting on Fokionis's shoulders, but the cloak covers both of them,
Oh,
except to
yes.
like mid thigh.
You
So
can't
it's
see
just like
Fokionis's head,
dark blue, and then knees and legs.
With
like-
a scrawny little doll hand at the side, like, you know.
Yeah, 3 kids and a raccoon and a trench coat.
Oh my goodness. Oh, too good.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, You've got at the moment, Kitty. You're the one who has all of the stuff out of the cabinet. Are you, aside from Enid Blyton references, kind of to yourself? Are you filling anyone in with this? Are you trying to stash this stuff somewhere? Are you? What are you looking to do with it?
Kitty turns around, looks at the cloak and the conversation around the cloak, and several tongues reaching for the cloak, and goes, and just waits for the response. There it is. And once she has everyone's attention,
Zach bows. Thank you.
Hat on or off?
Yeah, it takes the hat. Yeah, hat off.
But what's under Zach's hat? Because I don't think Kitty's seen under Zach's hat before.
Keeping with the theme of children's literature, there's another hat, isn't there?
There was something under Zach's hat, wasn't
there? There we go.
Something else. I can't remember, so long ago.
Quick, your hat.
Find your character.
Dead
like 4 years ago.
We can move on. We can move on. Kitty is momentarily shocked by whatever is under Zach's hat.
A mohawk or something.
Mohawk.
I don't remember Zach having a mohawk.
As Kitty was pulling things out of the drinks fridge, she was lining them up on the bed in categories, so you could see exactly how many of each thing there was in rows. Yeah. Also checking expiries, because that is important. Rotating the stock before she puts the beer back in the fridge.
Yeah, there's no expiry dates on any of this.
We probably shouldn't drink these.
Well, you've moved them now. You set the sensors off. You'll have to pay for them.
It's all mine. They said we've already paid too much for the room, so we can take what we want. Oh, sorry. I read a note.
You haven't shared that with anyone else. Just talking as if they know.
I read a note. We can take whatever we want. By the way. Which is what I'm gonna do. In 1 minute.
This is so vibes of like, I've got a boyfriend in Canada.
His name's Mike. Have you seen his hair?
It said that we can just have whatever we want.
It's mine now. I live here. Yeah, so Kitty's lined everything up on the bed in categories. And now that has everyone's attention from the clapping cue, I think, Alia.
As much as you can have a raccoon with ADHD's attention, yes.
If you can hear me, clap your hands. If you can hear me, clap your hands.
Leah's now passed out in the water. Just
FYI. Floating upside down, cuddling the corpse arm.
Yep.
Can someone please drag Alia out of the water? Please. Like, I know I have my bronze medallion, but I really don't want to get wet. This is my only change of clothes.
Fock just scoops up the sleeping wet Alia and just dumps her on top of his chest there while he's floating around anyway.
That'll do. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have Potion of Vitality. Taking it. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah, I already put it in the group bag, but you should take it out of there.
Right, done. In the group bag. Who carries the group bag?
The group?
You've all got your own, essentially, bag of holding, but Dante has been, essentially, when people have been forgetting
to remember to
discuss who's taking what and where, he's just making sure the loot has been collected. So he'll be able to share with you the group.
Thankfully, it's not as bad as BG3 when I look in there and see 4,000 rocks.
4,000 what?
Rocks.
Yeah. You're in combat. Why am I in combat? Why can't I move it?
Best Rick roll ever.
It's too soon.
When we were playing Baldur's Gate 3, I had to go and put Parker back to sleep and give him a bottle of milk, Kayla, and I came back and we were in combat. And while this was going on, they had loaded all of this heavy shit into my character's inventory. So I'm trying to undertake combat, and I couldn't take part in the combat because I was so encumbered. I couldn't move, let alone take an action. So I just stood there being shot and hit and beat up on for the whole combat.
Now you know how the witches felt. Roll them with rocks and into the sea.
So I took back all my apologies for making them wait. Like, it was pretty funny though. I'll give you that.
You fucked around and found out real quick.
How dare you care for your child? You inconsiderate bastard.
I like that.
You set up that stream end fucking button yet?
Yeah.
I've looked up how to, but it's
We
a
definitely need that
multi-step
command.
process that I've got to enable a whole bunch of authentications on a bot, so I need to spend a bit of
okay.
time on it. It's not a straight
Okay.
automated command. I've got to set a bot up that can do it, and then give you guys
Then give
permissions,
that
and then
permission,
write the
yeah.
script, like copy and
Oh,
paste
yeah.
the script.
Okay, yeah. Bugger.
All right, so I feel like real life is imitating art here as Kitty's trying to rank group into what's in what. I'm surprised there wasn't more attention to the fact that there's like a bed full of roadies there with beers and wines and.
I'm trying to organize them, honestly.
Is there like a table in this room? I mean,
Yeah,
surely
there's several.
she
There's
could have
several.
used them.
I don't know if I'd put foodstuffs on them, though. Have you seen
Right.
how many velvet pillows and curtains are around them?
This is the blacklight conversation. all
You
over
got-
Yes.
in the chat, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but stuff on this bed disappears. We established.
No, it gets
You
clean.
gotta be
It's not yet dirty. It's tidy.
so
Very tidy.
What you're saying is we shouldn't look under the magic bed because it could just be where everything is.
Where does it go? All of the socks are under there.
No.
And 6 children.
I feel like
Anyway.
overthinking magic fuckery way too much.
I'm going to make this real short. Kitty goes through the inventory of everything that's in the fridge, as well as the refilling water jug, collects everything, including the whetstone, and puts it in the communal carry,
Ooh.
stating that I don't think you want me to carry these because I'll probably leave tomorrow.
What? Where are you
And
going?
continues going through the drinks. Holds up a bottle of wine. Alia?
Does
Is
that wake her up?
pass the fuck out.
That didn't wake her up.
I'll take that for her.
Well,
Or
There's
not.
more.
Sure.
There's more.
sorry, I'm getting such Princess Bride vibes from the I most likely leave in the morning from Kitty. That was great. I don't mostly.
Most likely
Most
kill
likely
you in the morning. Yeah.
That was great. I don't know whether that was intentional or not, but that one was better than the inner blind one.
How many 90s references can we fit in this? 90s
Oh,
to
many.
8000s.
Well, there's some
Oh,
old
don't
people
give Dante
references
the
started in
energy.
the 80s. But you can jump in at the
What?
90s, that's fine.
Thanks.
You kids.
I'll be dead soon.
All right. So, going back to Zach holding the cloak, is anyone claiming, wearing it?
I just wrap it around Alia while she's passed out, I guess.
In the
I was
water?
going to say Zach
Yeah,
picked
she
it,
did.
so he claims it.
Is it like, what's it called? Hydrophobic?
Yeah, sure.
So it's like on the water, but all the like water droplets except for the paw prints are just running off,
Yeah.
and the paw prints
Yeah.
are like super wet.
No.
It whatever he did has seemed to have made it so that there was a one and done with the velvet. His ritual seems to have fixed all that.
Oh,
up, and
he's
yes,
basically turned it into a waterbed.
It's kinetic sand, is what it is.
Oh god.
for the rest of you, while you when Zach, I'm just gonna say when you wrap her up, you slip her arms through the cloak and put the hood just for flavour over her eyes to help block out the light. Yeah, Kitty.
Which arms?
All three.
All three. Okay. We really need to clarify.
Yes, true that. True that.
I love that we've made it in the door and nothing else.
No. And it's taking an hour.
You do.
We've sorted out
this like
some of the
full-size
drink.
cloak is when you put it as close to on Alia on Fokionis's chest as you can, it just like Back to the Future style goes into suiting Alia's frame. So it's not where it started looking like, a kid wearing dad's shirt. It's now just Alia over the top of the rest of her clothing has this velvet cloak
Magic
with
3-sleeved velvet
on the
cloak.
back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay.
Girl.
Hang on.
Oh, you're putting
Are you
something
doing it?
on. Okay,
Because
right.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
this is some midnight blue velvet.
You're kidding me.
Oh,
I will make little Alia a cloak that matches with paw prints attached and one lick mark and a slight drag.
It's really not going to be busy at work tomorrow, is it?
Oh, dude, I'm so busy.
Oh my goodness. That is so
I
good.
feel like I need to bow.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Oh.
All three hands out the holes. All
Yep.
three hands.
Magic 3-sleeved cloak.
Oh my
shit,
goodness.
it's
That's
so
hilarious.
cozy.
Oh, I love that you guys just keep decking shit onto Alia. Like, she's got the braces, she's got a strong weapon, she's got Cloak of Protection. Like, oh, that's so gorgeous.
I think we know the next subject for the coffee mug that you should do.
Get the That's amazing.
I'm gonna
Get
She
one-
now has a robe.
Take some
That's
photos.
like
of it.
overly too long, but
Once you've got it sorted, take some photos and I'll get AI to turn it into a sticker or a caricature. We'll get some Alia merch happening. That's great.
okay.
Absolutely.
What I'm picking up on is you guys just don't want Alia to die because you just keep on feeding her all of this. It's like, oh, it's
Kitty's
magical.
fine.
You can keep
Alia
her
is
safe.
the
Put on
child.
Alia.
Yeah, exactly.
Alia can't.
Kitty doesn't give a shit about adults. Adults can fend for themselves. Kitty only cares about children and animals. That's it.
And then in Alia, she's got both.
And the elderly.
Oh dear. Oh, that's funny. All right.
So we're
Is there-
inside.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do here?
Oh, where do we start?
Before
Someone said there was a sauna.
yeah, there's a sauna. There's a sauna.
I mean,
There's-
if we don't check that out, come on.
Go for it.
Who's checking that out? I'm currently keeping Aaliyah afloat and sleeping, so otherwise occupied.
Kitty has packed up all of the stuff off the bed too, so it is now clean again, and it is ready to be used for its intended purposes. Porpoises.
Porpoises.
Yeah, Zach had one of those at home. He knows all about it.
Yeah, it's magic. Sometimes I really
Happens if you know what it means.
it's just put but every day it's clean.
Oh dear.
Right, so Fokionis can't move, but he wants to know about the sauna. So he's like, Zach, can you go check out the sauna? Is it hot in there?
Is it hot?
Is it hot in there?
Sure. Should I identify it on the temperature? Or
Yes.
do my spell, yeah.
Could I get a moisture check as well, please?
Yeah, go for it.
What is the humidity?
Humidity.
How are your humidities?
I just go in, have a look, check it out. They're not full coat and everything.
I was so ready for you to do an identify spell on this one. It was like,
Is it 10 minutes of Zach holding the door open?
and he's heading it out and close it and open it and close it.
It's warm.
It's still warm. It's hot. It's still
Steamy
hot.
room.
It's slightly less steamy than it was before.
It's hot and it's
Zach,
steamy and it goes ding.
It's not blue.
It's a really well-made timber sauna. It's easily big enough with like multi-tiered seating to fit 3 times as many people as you've got here. Like you guys could all literally lay down in the sauna and fit comfortably. The rocks and the
This is
the
100% the like maximum room of inequity, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it absolutely is. This is like the most palatial that any of you have seen.
All the other rooms in here are just like a cupboard. You can't even lie down in them.
Yeah, it's like the Harry Potter room.
It's not even a room. It's just a hole in the ground.
If you open Gum Gum's door, she's just sort of standing there upright, asleep, leaning up against the other wall, big giant hawkish frame. Yeah. So, and what you do notice is that there's no water. There's no water to be thrown on the rocks. I mean, you could get some, but the rocks themselves appear inert, and if you touch them, even with your gloves, there's no heat to them. But the ones that are sitting on like a barrel kind of receptacle, the ones that are in there are softly glowing, and that's where the heat's coming from, and they're glowing and releasing the steam all at once. So there's about half a dozen of them on there, and there's about another dozen that could be potentially added. That's a magic
We
sauna.
put all the rocks on and then pour water from that refilling jug on.
Dude, as you're adding those, so you're now up to like 18 or 20 of these, and as you close the door to then go and get the jug, by the time you get back, like you can't even see. And when you open it, it is almost just shy. Like your face goes pink from the heat. The heat that comes out of there and the steam that comes out is almost like a pipe that's just been burst with steam popping out the side of it, but not quite. It's not under pressure.
Is that hot enough for you, Cuteness?
That's good, man. I think we should go have a sweets.
Is there a sign on the wall near the rocks that says this is a dry sauna? Do not pour water on rocks.
Nope, there is not.
Nope. Go nuts.
It's a magical sauna, the best you can figure. Yeah. So you've gotten to that point, and then as you pour the water on, Zach,
yeah, sure.
It actually just creates like a little almost water feature where it gently fills around those stones and makes absolutely no difference to anything at all that's happening. The steam is still releasing from them. You're just getting a bit of like a shimmery effect as some of the stones are releasing the steam up through the water. It's quite pretty.
It's very pretty.
But the expected outcome of what you probably thought was going to happen didn't occur. Okay, Kitty at least thought was going to happen, didn't occur.
Wow.
All right.
Kitty wrote that down, by the way.
Just a side note, everyone have a look at D&D private.
All right. Oh, jumping on Discord now while I consider the decisions that you've made. Oh. I love it so much.
Why is it smiling?
Oh, there it is.
It's happy.
That's so
It
good.
just needs the bone hand in its hand and then it's done.
Yeah, she doesn't look like unconscious and drunk.
No.
It's also way too happy. That's real
awesome,
cute,
though.
though.
That is awesome.
Yes,
That is super
it
cute.
so is.
What happened to its little jelly human fingers sticking out of its
I don't
stump?
know.
Just need that, like, some recycled doll hand in there and we're set.
I'm sure you can iterate and get the try and get a corpse.
Wow.
But I think the way it's done it is like a little skull. It's done a skull on the belt.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I would like to point out that Alia is wearing a fringed biker vest that has a skull and crossbones on the back of it.
Did see
I
that
would
one.
just like everyone
Yeah.
to know.
Oh yeah.
She was holding it up before. All right. Have you sated your curiosity satisfactorily
Yeah.
at this point?
Yeah, I'm okay to long rest now, I think.
Oh, long rest. Oh.
Is that the because we're almost at the point we're going to need to wrap up. There's a few minutes more of just a couple of things we need to take care of, but I want to get you guys to the point that you're happy to take that rest.
DM, can I get a time check on how many calendar months it's been since we last long rested?
I have no
It's
idea.
over 2 years. It would be something
Pretty
like
sure
Oh
we
my
did
God.
rest,
since you
eh?
guys had a long rest. You are beyond exhaustion points, and you need more than a potion of vitality at this point.
By the way, Kitty's fine. Kitty's great.
Fine.
Yeah, her hair looks
How-
awful, but Kitty's
How-
fine.
Oh,
How
good.
are you? So, yeah, I think New World started and then cancelled while we were.
They launched it and they closed the servers in the time.
Yeah. Yeah. They re-released the console and then cancelled.
Yeah. And there's several season battle passes in there as well. Like
Oh,
a whole game development
absolutely.
cycle occurred during raising your children. Look, can we just focus on
Yeah,
Kitty now?
Spar's kids are in college now.
Other than me. That's how long we've been breaking for.
Spar's
Alright,
like the
Tiana.
bicentennial man. Every time he comes back into a game, it's like, who are you, Portia?
Oh dear, I'm just starting.
Another poll.
I'll go and see Alia and get some body parts to swap in and out to keep
Hey.
myself going.
I was wondering that about our lovely bartender friend Fitz. Why didn't Alia offer him a spare arm?
No, my arm. I went through a lot to get that arm.
That's right. He was one-legged and one-armed. I didn't go back to the notes. It was Mort who's one-eyed. My apologies for mixing up the characters after the break. If you'd gone back to talk to him, I would have pulled his character sheet up and reacquainted, but I didn't look at him when I was doing the recap.
I don't think he wants to talk to us. I think he was well and truly done with us at that point. Please, fuck off.
I think he was more worried about Gum and everything else that was going on by that stage. And I mean, ready for bed, even though you guys have continued the party going upstairs. All right. So that we know where we're currently finishing up, who's sleeping where? I mean, Ali's already unconscious.
Ali's already asleep.
So you can put her wherever you like.
Yeah, put her on the floor.
There's beds, futons. There is so much space on that bed. You can top and tail. You can. What do you guys want to do? You can sleep upright. You can lay on the floor. Like the floor in this place probably comfortable as well. Who knows?
Zach would take a couch. Yeah.
Plenty to
Fox
choose
is gonna
from.
drag himself out of the pool, pond, warm bath thing. Entertain the idea of the sauna. Decide he better not because he'd probably fall asleep in there. And then go over to the bed. Put Alia on the pillow towards the middle of the bed, and then just sink down into the bed on one side, face first into the pillow, and just pass out.
Which leaves Kitty.
Kitty is going to go on the other side of Alia, but on her back because side sleeping and tummy sleeping is bad next to a small child. So she's going to very intentionally sleep on her back with a pillow.
It's fine. We made a pillow wall. It's okay.
Next to her. And falls asleep stroking Alia's head.
Meanwhile, Alia is the most protected, I think, just about out of all the. If anyone was to survive a rollover sleep incident,
Passed out drunk.
and fuck up whoever did it to them, it would be Alia. So we will finally, after 3 years of waiting, give you guys no, 2.5 years of waiting, give you guys a long rest. Where we will kind of end and start, I will leave it with, after you have an uneventful rest, there is no noise, nothing disturbs you guys until whatever time it is. Not quite sure in this room because everything's drawn, so you haven't even explored to see if there are any windows behind those curtains. There might be, there might not be, but it's only just almost like nightlighty glow, and as you guys are falling asleep, the glow dims as well, so you've got the most comfortable sleeping environment, sleeping temperature. Kitty, I will say that after that long rest has happened, you'll be the first one who wakes up, and you wake up to something that you remember feeling a little while back, but you haven't had a chance to look at, which is your notebook is just furiously scratching and moving, and that familiar vibration that it has that tells you, without anyone else being aware of it, at this point that we're aware of, that something is happening there. And that's where we'll leave it, with that waking you up after a long rest.
Okay.
And let's leave it there. I did not expect all the stuff I had done. I did not expect we would be spending
Come on,
session.
There's
in
no
this
way. You
room.
cannot look us in the face and tell us you didn't expect this shit to take this long.
No, I expected there to be some shenanigans in the room. I honestly thought that we were going to get through the long rest and finish up with you guys going
Had you
wherever
have
you go
said, I
next.
didn't expect you to make it through a session without trying to add someone to your group, okay, I'll buy that. But, like...
Oh my goodness, too funny.
Yeah.
We've lost your video, Kayla. Oh my goodness.
I can see her video.
It's not in OBS, so it's
Oh.
cut the whatever's happened. It's cut the OBS feed. Oh yeah, I can still see you in video. I don't know what's going on there. But on that note, let's leave it there with Kayla being the first one to awaken, where we will pick up. I anticipate that the summary is going to be a lot quicker and easier to write. You checked out the room, did stupid shit like your groupers want to do. You went to sleep. You're now awake.
How dare you ask us to do something normal?
Come on.
Oh no, I expected shenanigans. I just didn't expect it to take the whole session.
Yeah, you did. Come on.
No,
I once spent a 3-hour session arguing about bring your own buckets.
I love that it did. I enjoyed that so much. But all right, let's stop the stream there. Bye, everybody. Check out the YouTube. Oh. Hello, OBS. Stop streaming. There we go.
I'm back.
You're back.
I
Oh my
exist.
goodness. No, I literally, like, I've got half of or more of the next session prep of like possible places where you might end up going done.
There's more rooms in this room?
I really did think you would be out of here.
Come
Rookie
on
mistake. Rookie mistake. How many years has everyone been looking forward to this nap? And you thought it would go smoothly? I'm a kindergarten teacher. Come on.
I don't remember the last time I saw my HP full. Like, I just don't.
I better remember to synchronize your characters, dude. You were fucked up.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah.
You were. What were you down to? 20.
Yeah, but that was like a build up after the last fight because it was lower then.
Yeah, that's right. Because you had your short rest. You were down.
Yeah.
You were down.
It was single figures.
Like, I think you were on like 9 or something, weren't you? Well, that short rest, you were like, well, fucked.
It was no good.
Oh, too funny. Everyone's like, no, we're right. We'll keep going.
I'm like,
Okay.
maybe not.
Oh,
I'm so
too
glad
funny.
that we got the long rest. That's so good.
Yeah, I'll sync up all your characters and yeah, mind you, some of you are just happy and healthy as you got no drugs.
Yeah. No
How
drums.
did I get abducted and dragged around with a bag over my head and I still have full hit
Okay,
points?
no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you
I
rolled
mean,
well,
Thank you.
toddlers.
you rolled well when Mate was trying to give you a kicking, and he never
Mm.
landed it on you.
Mhm.
And they were, despite rough treatment, they weren't damaging you, if that makes sense. And you hadn't been there long enough to suffer like hunger and dehydration effects or anything like that. So you
I
weren't
feel
treated
like
nicely, but you hadn't been, because you didn't fight them either. Well, actually, I don't know how much you want me to say there, because
only verbally
you-
and spiritually. I
the
wounded them
initial
with words.
interaction, like when you met these guys, you didn't go, oh, there might be someone on the other side of those bushes. Like fucking cast fireball. That wasn't your. That's not how you approached it.
No, it's not. I think Kitty has been hardened by all of the years of being accidentally punched and slapped and having her hair ripped out by small children, and being climbed by tiny hands. So, yeah,
Bit of roughing up.
Yeah, she loves it. I'm sure.
Wasn't enough to crack your AC or your mental fortitude. Clearly, just messed
Not
up your
yet.
hair a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you crack the hair, you crack the mental fortitude. It all goes down.
So what you say is that if someone captures Kitty, and the ultimate torture technique is just to start cutting the locks off.
Call me Samson.
Yeah. That's,
Yes, another pull.
all right, you crazy kids. Hopefully, all going well. Your schedule stays the same, Egg, and everybody else is still available for next week. And
Yeah.
we'll I think that image of Alia is definitely going to be making it, at least in part, onto the the thumbnail, the YouTube thumbnail for sure.
Okay.
Nice.
And I immediately lost that giant ball of blue velvet that I had.
No.
It was in my hands, and now I literally
I'm
cannot
about to
see it
camera.
within my immediate vicinity. It is gone.
You did get off camera at one point. Maybe it's magically apparating over to races.
Where did it go? I may have just full sent, like one-handed netball through, and it's
possibly
in the void somewhere.
When you turn the lights on, it'll appear. That's
somewhere.
Oh,
Racer,
dear.
would you like to bring Alia to work tomorrow, and I will fit her for a new cloak, and I will paint the paw prints on its back?
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Sure, why not?
Excellent.
Amazing.
That's so cool.
Sitting at my desk sewing in my 20 minutes of freedom. This is the worst sewing I've ever done, but it looks so fucking cute.
It does look so cute.
It does. Oh, I can't wait to see that next week. That is just wonderful. I could just ended the stream there. Like, yep, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, it can't get any better than this.
Cuteness has been reached.
Yeah. So we could retire now.
Yeah. End of the campaign.
Yeah.
So
cute raccoon falls. Everybody lives. Happily
the entire aim of this is to see how much kit we can fit on Alia, right?
Yeah.